We're here today to talk about one of the signature shots that we've created here in Cleveland on our own paddle scene. My name is Mark Dubin. As many of you know, I'm the only certified teaching professional in Northeast Ohio, teaching out of the Institute at the Wembley Club. And we're here today to talk about a shot that we've created called the Ballbuster. So we're here with Fran Kapicki, Dave Lau. Thanks for joining us today guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Doobie. I appreciate you taking out your time and coming out on a hot summer day to work on this. Franco, let's start talking with you. You actually invented the shot. How did you come up with the idea?
Well, it was back in 2003, finals of the Masters here in Cleveland, and unfortunately I didn't win the match, but
I remember that match.
During the match there were some things that took place, and I developed an idea on a shot, especially against a great player like Dave here, that could be very effective and almost unreturnable, and hence the conception of the Ballbuster.
Even though you invented the shot, Dave, as we all know now, you took over the shot. Did you practice it a lot?
Well, you know, in that match, when I saw Franco hit it, you know, I knew he had something that I wanted. So in the off season, in summer, you know, I really came out here 4 times a week and spent hours just trying to see if I could put that in my arsenal as well.
I remember it was probably 04, 05, a lot of guys in town started working on it. You see a lot of guys out here drilling, like practicing.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no, no, no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, no, no, no.
You know, so now it's kind of commonplace, but in the beginning, not everybody, you know, knew how to do it, and still not everybody can do it. But what I want to do today is maybe go through some of the fundamentals of how you set the shot up, how you execute the shot, and when it's, you know, best strategically to use it in a match and when not to use it in a match. You think you can help me walk through that today?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Franco, if you don't mind now, I'd like you to show us a little bit of the technique, you know, break it down on how you actually hit the shot. We've spoken before, and you told me there's 3 key areas to focus on when you're looking to hit the shot. Why don't you demonstrate that a little bit?
There are 3 keys to this shot. First being the placement of the ball on the tape. You want it, I aim for just about 1.5 inches below the top of the tape here. Anything lower and the ball is obviously not going to go over. So it's very key to make sure that you hit 1.5 inches below the tape.
Now, just something to remember is the stitching right here on the net. Anything above that, and I think it's an effective shot. So just above.
You don't like to hit the stitching at all?
I don't like to hit the stitching.
No, I don't recommend hitting the stitching. The second part of this shot is your stance. You want to be very low, very athletic, and by doing that, you almost have a eye-level view of the top of the tape.
Yes. One more thing. So you're right next to the net, but you can do that from the back.
You can do that from anywhere.
Wherever you might be, you want to be
You want to be net level. Third key to the shot is what I would classify as a low to high swing, where you're going to start very low with your paddle and drive it up into that top inch of the tape.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough how important that is, because a lot of times I've seen guys hit what, you know, like what you call the low to high swing. When they hit that high to low swing, they might hit the white quadrant, but it just bounces back in their own court. Right? And so what you're saying is you want to have it hit on its way up and just fall over.
That's exactly correct.
So those are the 3 most important things to focus on as far as technique. Let's talk about strategy. Like, when is the best time to break this shot out, Dave?
Well, I think there's a couple different times during the course of a match where you can bring it out. Obviously, Franco's first shot was the dribbler, where it would just, you know, hit the net and drop over. What I like to do sometimes is if somebody's right on top of the net, and really close. And rather than doing the dribbler, because the dribbler will probably drop somewhere where they can return it, get it back in play, I like to hit it with a little more pace, a little top spin. And so it'll actually hit the top of the net, and it's a chest shot. I mean, you're right on it. There's nothing.
It's very hard to defend.
Another strategy I like to employ is if the guy's ready for one of my dribble shots, I'll just flatten it out and I'll end up with a sack shot, which is debilitating. It's very embarrassing.
You fake ball
I
buster.
fake the dribbler, fake the ball buster, and I go for the sack shot.
So I'm still working on that. What do you think? Should we bring up the ball buster?
This is the ball buster.
Okay. Now listen, you know how quick he is.
Yeah, when he does his thing, you got to do your thing.
All right.
Push him off the net a little bit. Then when he pulls that thing out, you pull your thing out. Let's do it.
All right, cool.
All right, ball.
I want to thank you guys for coming out here today. Again, I want to thank Dave Lau, Grant Kadicki, the inventor of the Ballbuster. And as we've seen here today, a lot of people that have witnessed this shot, think that it's luck. They don't believe that it's something that you can actually practice and execute on a regular basis. But as you guys have explained, that is in fact the case. Thanks a lot for your time, guys.
Thanks for having us.
E, thanks for doing that.
Understand me now. Sometimes I feel a little mad.
So again, it's a low to high motion where you start very low.
Hey,
bring it up to
wait a second, dude. Sorry, I thought it was more of a flat play motion. I wasn't really thinking it was low to high because when I hit it, I usually go. No,
Five.
wait, can I finish?
No, actually, hold on. These are the guys I asked to do the video. There's, no offense, but there's a reason we don't want you to do the video.
But
look, it's not your fault that you can't hit the
well,
shot
maybe I
the way
should just
that.
get out of here.
Yeah, maybe you should. If you can't keep quiet,
Fine,
maybe
I'm out of here.
Fires, look.
No,
It's not your fault. It's an Indian thing.
no, I'm out of here.
You've got that bone. You just
Yeah,
can't.
good luck with your low to high.
You can't hit the shot. Indians can't hit the shot.
Whatever. I'm out of here.
Fine. Come. Hey, are we gonna play next week?